scientists discovered something shocking in the desert. First glance, deserts may seem tranquil, but they hide a disturbing secret that has left everyone stunned. Today, we will dive into one of the most impressive and frightening discoveries ever made in the desert sand. Get ready to be amazed, and let's go. Number 34. Mummy with a golden tongue. In Oxyrhynchus, Upper Egypt, Spanish archaeologists unearthed two tombs containing the remains of a man and a woman with golden tongues. It was believed that these golden tongues helped the dead convince Osiris to show mercy to their soul. During funerals in ancient Egypt, golden tongues were placed in the mouths of mummies so that the spirits of the deceased could speak with the gods in the afterlife. An example is the skull of a man found in good condition, with the golden tongue visible in photos. Number 33. Uli papyrus. Long ago an ancient papyrus was found, and it is believed to describe a strange phenomenon related to UFOs. According to legend, this papyrus was written during the reign of Pharaoh Thutmose II, around 1480 BC. The text talks about a curious event that occurred at the time, and UFO experts believe it might have involved spaceships and extraterrestrials. The account describes a massive burning object, about 46 meters long, that appeared in the sky and passed silently near the palace, leaving a mysterious trail. Number 32. Ancient Egyptian clock. In 2013, a unique piece was found, an ancient clock used by the Egyptians to measure the hours of the day. Footage shows researchers carefully examining this surprising object, which changes our understanding of how the ancient Egyptians measured time and organized their lives. For a long time, it was believed that the Egyptians divided day and night into 12 unequal hours, while the division into 24 equal hours only emerged with the ancient Greeks. The archaeologist and former Egyptian Minister of Antiquities, Zahi Hawass, proudly announced this discovery on his social media. Number 31. Library of Alexandria. The legendary Library of Alexandria existed for nearly 1,000 years, amassing over 700,000 volumes of ancient knowledge. Over the centuries, the library was looted, and manuscripts were destroyed. Researchers still debate the exact date of its founding, but most agree it was created in the 50s BC under the reign of Ptolemy I. The library thrived until the early Christian era, with its guardians enjoying high privileges and the chief librarian always being the tutor of the heir to the throne. Number 30. Land of Punt. Moving on, we have the legendary land of Punt, which the ancient Egyptians considered a mythical place. For a long time, scientists tried to find evidence of this land's existence, but with little success. However, recently, videos of ceremonies exchanging diplomatic gifts and trade between Punt and Egypt were discovered, confirming the existence and relationship between these two civilizations. Number 29. Ancient pregnant mummy. Another surprising discovery was the mummy of a pregnant woman about 20 years old, found for the first time in history. This mummy, dating back approximately 2,000 years and discovered in a Red Pyramid archaeological complex, was analyzed with advanced technologies like CT scan. The investigation is still seeking to understand the causes of death and the mummification rituals of that time. Number 28. Pharaoh Hatshepsut. Another intriguing story is about Pharaoh Hatshepsut, who ruled Egypt around 1479 to 1458 BC. Known for her pursuit of gender equality, she wore a false beard as a symbol of her reign. Restored videos show unique images of this ancient ruler with her iconic beard. Number 27. Saqqara bird. In 1898, archaeologists discovered a wooden artifact in Saqqara, Egypt. Although it resembles a bird, its straight wings are reminiscent of an airplane, sparking debates about its function. Experiments have tried to test if the artifact could fly, with some positive results and others failing. The original purpose of the object remains uncertain, with theories ranging from a child's toy to a part of a sacred vessel. Number 26. Lost Sun Temple. Recently, archaeologists believe they have discovered one of the 6 sun temples built during the 5th dynasty of the pharaohs. The discovery, made in Abu Gharaib, south of Cairo, is considered one of the most important in recent years. 2 of these sun temples have been found, and the 3rd was recently uncovered. Interestingly, the ruins of the 3rd temple lie beneath those of a later sun temple built by Ser, the 6th pharaoh of the 5th dynasty, during the Old Kingdom. Number 25. Mummy in a book. In 1848, archaeologists found an Egyptian mummy wrapped in a foreign book. A video from the time shows researchers opening the book, which served as a kind of scroll for the mummy. Written in ancient Greek, the book dates back to the 4th century BC, and scholars are still investigating this unique connection. Number 24. Eye of the Sahara. The Eye of the Sahara is an impressive geological formation located in the Sahara Desert. This massive structure, which resembles a giant eye when viewed from space, was first recorded by astronauts of the Gemini programs in the 1960s. They used it as a reference point during their landings. Later, a satellite called Landsat provided detailed images and information about the size and extent of this phenomenon. For a long time, it was believed that the Eye of the Sahara was the result of an impact from a space object. However, it is now thought that its formation began millions of years ago, during the era of the supercontinent Pangaea, which eventually split into separate continents. Despite the interest of geologists, the remote location and harsh desert conditions, such as the scarcity of water and precipitation, have protected the Eye of the Sahara from significant human impact. Number 23. Mummified babies. In the dark and mysterious corridors of Tutankhamun's tomb, scientists made a stunning discovery: carefully preserved mummified babies that might offer clues about the life and death of the famous pharaoh. Despite his brief reign, Tutankhamun has been a legend that has piqued researchers' curiosity for centuries. The connection between these babies and the pharaoh raises questions about the complex history of ancient Egypt and its rulers. Number 22. Sarcophagus. In 2018, archaeologists in Alexandria uncovered a black granite sarcophagus in a deep pit. The sarcophagus's unusual shape and impressive weight sparked speculation about its contents. When the lid was lifted, a foul odor filled the air, causing researchers to pause their work until the smell subsided. Inside, they found a reddish-brown substance, and upon removing it, bones were discovered at the bottom. The origin and purpose of this mysterious substance remain unknown. Number 21. The oldest brewery in the world. Ancient Egyptians used beer in their royal rituals, and archaeologists found evidence of this in an ancient brewery. This site, considered one of the oldest in the world, might have been the birthplace of the art of brewing beer. The British mentioned the existence of this brewery in the early 20th century, but could not locate the site. Number 20. The Great Pyramid of Giza. The Great Pyramid of Giza, one of the 7 wonders of the world, is 4,500 years old and continues to fascinate both the public and experts. Researchers from around the world use modern technologies to uncover its secrets. Egyptologist Ladislav Baer explains that the interior of the pyramid hides a vast space. The original entrance led to an ancient burial chamber, which was forgotten over time, while new pathways emerged, leading only upward. Inside the pyramid, there are the King's Chamber and the Grand Gallery, the largest structure found in any Egyptian pyramid. Number 19. Lost City of Aten. Moreover, archaeologists discovered the lost city of Aten, buried under the sands of Egypt for many centuries. Unique images show the ruined buildings, columns, and temples, revealing the history of the ancient people and their gods. The city, built during the New Kingdom, was an important administrative and religious center, and excavations continue in hopes of uncovering more information about the life and culture of its inhabitants. Finally, a team of Egyptian and American researchers found the oldest known brewery, possibly the oldest in the world, at one of Egypt's most renowned archaeological sites. Number 19. Lost City of Aten. Moreover, archaeologists discovered the lost city of Aten, buried under the sands of Egypt for many centuries. Unique images show the ruined buildings, columns, and temples, revealing the history of the ancient people and their gods. The city, built during the New Kingdom, was an important administrative and religious center, and excavations continue in hopes of uncovering more information about the life and culture of its inhabitants. Finally, a team of Egyptian and American researchers found the oldest known brewery, possibly the oldest in the world, at one of Egypt's most renowned archaeological sites. Number 18. 4,300-foot-long tunnel. Recently, a hidden tunnel was discovered beneath the Temple of Taposiris Magna in Alexandria. This tunnel, found by an Egyptian Dominican archaeological mission from the University of Santo Domingo, is about 13 meters deep, 2 meters high, and 1,300 meters long. The structure resembles a Greek tunnel, leading scientists to speculate whether it might lead to Cleopatra's tomb, which has yet to be found. The large tunnel, with its mysterious air, sparks interest about its true purpose. Number 17. Ancient Tomb. Recent excavations have revealed incredible discoveries in the mysterious tomb of Gisra-el-Mudi, located near Saqqara, close to majestic Cairo. Researchers, akin to true treasure hunters, found an ancient cemetery, an enigmatic tomb of a priest, and a sarcophagus with a mummy covered in gold that seemed to shine through the centuries. The sarcophagus belonged to a mysterious man and was found at the bottom of a 15-meter deep burial pit. This limestone sarcophagus was intact, as if it had been buried just yesterday, although the ancient Egyptians placed it there around 4,300 years ago. Researchers, astonished by the discovery, believe this might be the oldest and best preserved mummy ever found in Egypt. Number 16. Temple of the Falcon Kingdom. The Temple of the Falcon, as named by archaeologists from the Autonomous University of Barcelona, was discovered in 2019. This temple comprises two small rectangular rooms with centrally aligned doors and features Egyptian decorative elements. Archaeologists also found artifacts related to the culture and beliefs of the mysterious Blemish people, whose undocumented practices in Egypt are similar to the cults of the Nile Valley temples. Number 15. Queen Nefertiti. Beginning with the mysterious story of the disappearance of Queen Nefertiti's baboon in 1336 BC, nearly 3,500 years ago, this powerful Egyptian queen had a baboon that symbolized her power. One day, the primate vanished without a trace, perplexing scholars for centuries. But recently, a video surfaced revealing the truth behind this ancient enigma. Number 14. Ruins in the Temple of Zeus. The search for the Temple of Zeus began in 1000 AD, when French Egyptologist Jean Clots found ancient inscriptions indicating its existence. Recently, archaeologists found two enormous granite columns that served as the entrance to the temple, which were destroyed by an ancient earthquake. Continuing the excavations, they discovered granite blocks that were possibly used as steps at the temple entrance. Number 13. Tomb of King Tutankhamun. In November 1922, a team of archaeologists found the tomb of Pharaoh Tutankhamun, which was sealed and blocked by debris left by looters. After overcoming the obstacles and advancing through narrow corridors, they reached the burial chamber. There, they found an enormous golden coffin, with more coffins nested inside. The final sarcophagus contained a quartz crystal coffin with Tutankhamun's mummified body, adorned with a gold mask. This portrait of the pharaoh is famous for its expressive eyes made of dark blue glass and obsidian, and a broad collar with precious stones. In antiquity, information was preserved and transmitted through drawings, writing, and seals on papyri, which were more practical for these purposes. Number 12. Skeleton on the Coast. In Namibia, there is a haunting place called the Skeleton Coast, situated among the sand dunes. This location appears as a mirage to those crossing the desert, and it is uninhabited by humans but hosts some animals that indicate the harshness of the environment. It hides the remains of shipwrecks, such as the Otavi ship, which sank in 1945. The salt corrosion transformed the ship's remains into a metallic monolith, reminding that a ship once existed. Number 11. Stone circles. In the Gambia, there is a vast area along the Gambia River, stretching about 200 miles in length and 62 miles in width, filled with thousands of stone circles and other ancient structures. These monuments are around 2,000 years old and include stone tombs, blocks, and columns. The immense effort to construct these structures suggests that the society of the time was quite developed and organized, possibly indicating the existence of a powerful unknown African civilization. Number 10. Lake Natron. Lake Natron in Tanzania is known for its red and orange hues, caused by algae that make the water toxic to most animals. This toxicity comes from alkaline substances and volcanic activity in the region. Despite these harsh conditions, the lake is a safe haven for flamingos, as the acidic water protects them from predators, and their thick skin keeps them safe. Some fish and small aquatic animals manage to live in the less toxic areas near the lake's shores. However, swimming in the lake is not recommended due to its toxicity. Number 9. Quartzite. However, something interesting was discovered on the island of Anjouan, off the eastern coast of Africa. Scientists found a rock called quartzite, which is not common in volcanic areas. The island, located between Africa and Madagascar, is predominantly composed of volcanic rocks. Quartzite, a metamorphic rock formed from sandstone, was found in a mountainous region. This suggests a complex geological process that led to quartzite emerging from the seafloor. Number 8. Oldest jewelry. In Morocco, archaeologists discovered the world's oldest jewelry in a cave. Found between 2014 and 2018, these 33 beads made from seashells show that tens of thousands of years ago, people used adornments to express their status and identity. The beads were pierced to be worn on strings or clothing, and the smoothness of the edges indicates they were manually crafted. Number 7. Baobab trees. Recently, the majestic baobabs, African trees that can live for millennia and grow to enormous sizes, have begun to mysteriously die. These giants hold great environmental and cultural significance, and their disappearance worries scientists. They are trying to understand the cause of this phenomenon. So far, no evidence of disease or epidemics has been found. Some experts believe that climate change might be involved. Number 6. Ruins of Gedi in Kenya. In Kenya, The ruins of Gedi, an ancient city on the African coast, are a mystery. Founded in the late 1300s, Gedi was a prosperous trading center that mysteriously vanished in the 15th century. The ruins, including a palace, mosque, and houses, attract many tourists, but little is known about the reason for its abandonment. One theory is that the city was destroyed by invaders, but there is no evidence of battles or conflict. Number 5. Goliath frog. In Africa, we find the Goliath frogs, the largest in the world. They are as big as domestic cats, although their tadpoles are the typical size of regular frogs. These frogs live in small populations in the rainforests of West Africa, near rivers and waterfalls. They need a specific type of plant that grows near these fast-flowing waters, which explains why they are only found in limited areas. Active at night, these frogs hunt insects, crustaceans, fish, and other frogs. Number 4. Waterfall illusion. Another fascinating phenomenon is the underwater waterfall seen off the coast of Mauritius. Mauritius is a relatively new island situated on an underwater plateau, with a gradual decline that abruptly drops to about 4 kilometers in depth. Topography of the seafloor causes an optical illusion where sand and silt sediments create the appearance of a waterfall flowing from the island. This illusion makes it seem as if the island is being sucked into a giant whirlpool. While it's difficult to capture this incredible sight from the coast, tour companies offer helicopter rides so visitors can appreciate this impressive phenomenon from above. Number 3. Forbidden cheese. In a tomb in Saqqara, 30 kilometers from Cairo, scientists discovered a substance they initially couldn't identify. After 4 years of analysis, they concluded it was cheese, one of the oldest ever found. Despite appearing dangerous even 3,200 years ago due to its high sugar and protein content, this ancient cheese is a significant discovery. Number 2. Untouched rainforest. About 15 years ago, researcher Bess sent a drone to investigate the base of a towering 125-meter cliff known as Inselbach. The mission aimed to confirm the presence of a forest atop the cliff. The task was not easy, as the surrounding area was covered by small tea fields, eucalyptus plantations, and forested areas, with no paved roads or accommodations. Traversing rivers, cutting trails with machetes, and navigating many dirt roads were necessary for travel. Although locals knew the mountain and used the resources of the surrounding forests, the steep walls of the mountain made access to the top nearly impossible, helping to preserve the untouched nature there. At the top, remnants of ancient vessels were found, suggesting someone had climbed the mountain in the past. However, no local history or legend mentions a climb to the mountain. Number 1. Mystery of Dendera. The Temple of Hathor in Dendera is full of mysteries, not only because of its ancient artifacts, but also due to its enigmatic wall depictions. These reliefs illustrate Egyptian myths about the creation of the world, mysterious rituals, and powerful gods, but there is no concrete evidence that the ancient Egyptians used electrical technology. Archaeologists, after exploring numerous ancient monuments throughout Egypt, have found no proof of electrical devices, such as lamps. And do you know of other surprising discoveries in the deserts? Since you enjoy mysteries like this, I'm going to recommend a video for you to watch, so click and check it out right now. That's it, and see you next time, Curious One.